Yo, we back in the madhouse and we getting mad deep. I with my guy Kenny Malice Mene. Tell us who we got today.
What up, everybody? Welcome back. We're back at it again. We got this. We're going crazy. Mad deep. You already know what's going on right now. We have my boy.
What's up, guys? My name is Marcus Ledesma. You might know me as Pleighboii. You probably don't know me at all, but hopefully you know my brand Paraphernalia, bro. Been going crazy for a long time.
Fire. Yeah. Thank you so much for pulling up, bro. I appreciate you. Tell me a little bit more about yourself, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm just I'm a fool out here going crazy and shit. And yeah, bro. I just been drawing, making art since as far as I can remember, pretty much.
So I met you at Jared's event on Fairfax a couple months ago, and I see that you have like your own brand. I mean, you brought these right here. You brought these skateboards. If you want to if you guys see that over there,
yeah, it's like little tech decks I made. It's some artwork I did called Highs and Lows. It's like smiley faces, sad faces, all like mixed into this pattern. Yeah. And the theme is like highs and lows. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And yeah, I got that shit everywhere. I got it on my phone, got it on my shoes, got it on my debit card.
Yeah. It looks everywhere. It looks dope. I like it. But like what I wanted to ask you is, dude, with these are really detailed. Like you can have your own, the grip tape is separate.
Yeah, that's pretty great. You gotta like literally put the screws and all that shit on.
That is so cool.
What else? The grip tape you gotta put on yourself. You even have to cut the grip tape.
Oh yeah, dude. I know. I saw it. It's super crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
You have your brand too, right?
Paraphernalia. Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from the IE.
Oh, okay. What city?
Yeah, I'm from a small town called Homeland, California. Okay. It's like right by Paris and Hammond, in between and shit. So I'm in the cut, bro.
Is that like what do you guys consider? Is that the desert? Would you consider that?
It's like right by the desert, like there's Idlewild and shit. If you guys know Idlewild.
Yeah, my homie lives there. Yeah.
Yeah, like right on the other side. That's what I consider desert. Is like Palm Springs, Indio, all that shit.
Got it.
But there's like a big old mountain that like blocks the desert, pretty much.
That mountain that you see in Palm Springs, over that.
Yeah, right over that.
Oh, okay.
That's like basically Hemet, San Jacinto. You got to go further up a little bit, and then it's like where I live. Then it's Paris, Menifee. Yeah. That's like I know some people are like, where the fuck is?
I know these are like undiscovered.
We're going too meta. IE knows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't actually. The IE doesn't even know Homeland. Probably they're probably like, what the fuck is that? Map it or some shit, but. For the IE, you know, if you know Menifee, Paris, Moval,
that's like the South,
that's like where
Inland Empire.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool though. I like that area. I've been to Menifee a couple times. I used to work out there. Yeah.
It's cool. It's like family oriented area, but if like our LA is like Riverside, you go to downtown Riverside.
Fast though.
Go to Temecula or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of development now. Like back then. Like when I was younger, that was definitely the desert. Now it's like they're developing and shit. We get all the Amazon warehouses.
No, yeah, absolutely.
They're all fucking. They're taking over. Bro.
When I went, bro, I was noticing like a bunch of people, because I used to do solar, so I used to knock on doors over there, right?
What was the company? There was one that was like really big.
It's called V3.
Oh no, there's one like in Hemet. It's like they got huge, bro. Fucking trucks everywhere.
So it was based out of Rancho, but we knocked doors over there. And in Menifee, like every person that I would talk to, like everyone would be like, yeah, bro, like the houses there, like good price and stuff like that. And a lot of people were moving out there. Like, growing fast. Especially
during COVID, everybody moved over there, bro. And they started like during COVID, that's when they started a lot of development, a lot of like homes and shit. They're still expensive though. I don't know. Like a home you buy now is like $4K at least a month.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot.
It's like a mortgage, yeah. So how did that, I guess, influence like, because that's kind of out the way. Yeah, you're a Southern California kid, but like you're
basically desert.
That's like So how did that influence what you got into and all that different stuff?
So I feel like I got a lot of my inspiration from like television and shit. Like, so I've always been like an artist, and I got that truthfully, I got it through my cousin. Like one day he had a table at his house, and I opened his drawer, and he had like all these like sick ass like Dragon Ball Z drawings and fucking mainly just Dragon Ball Z, and I thought it looked so sick. And from that day, I was a little ass kid. I was like smaller than the drawer type shit. And since that day, I just started drawing, bro. Like literally like drawing whatever, SpongeBob, Spider-Man, draw Halo figures.
That's hard.
Modern Warfare, whatever the fuck. I was just drawing. And then I was into like television shit. So like MTV would come on, you see like Jackass. That was a big inspiration. Like Travis Pastrana. I used to like ride dirt bikes. that was like my original dream. I wanted to be a dirt bike rider, like motocross, doing like
that's some like
backflips and
where
shit.
you're from.
Yeah, that's like where I'm from. Yeah. Out here out here in because I was living in LA for a long time. Like you would see dirt bikes, but they're just popping wheelies. That's cool too. But, like over there, you're hitting jumps in the desert, like and shit.
I've seen it.
Oh yeah, it's sick as fuck, bro. That's the most like. I feel like I was just too chicken to be doing that though. Like you gotta go crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely like intense, bro. It's not a motorcycle, but I've been on a jet ski. And it's like a jet ski is basically like a water motorcycle.
Yeah,
but you go fast, bro, and it's like.
But if you wipe on a jet ski, it's like fuck it, you're in the water. Yeah, you wipe on a bike, bro. Hopefully the bike doesn't hit you. Yeah. You're gonna get up all rashed and scratched and fucking. Yeah,
but that's cool. They used to draw though, bro. I used to be in a drawing too before I got into like music, that form of art. Like I used to draw Transformers.
That's it. Yeah. See, like that's how I would just draw what I was into. Yeah. Whatever I was into in that moment, I was drawing it. Like if I liked Halo characters, I'll draw Halo characters. Then I was like in elementary, I remember being like, gangster figures or whatever, like the little toys. Remember those? The little fucking, I forgot what they're called.
And then you would make them like into your own, like you would make your own Halo character type shit. Like you would
like
your own.
Or I'll just like look at the cover of the like Halo 3 edition, or I'll just draw that. So that's where I developed my skills of drawing and shit. Yeah. And then ever since then, it's just always been something I do. It's like something that's, when I really just get into my drawing zone, that's like where I'm just peacefully like just doing that shit. It's fun,
Do you feel like, when did you make the connection with I could draw and put it on clothing? Because when I was drawing, I was like, I want to be an animator when I was
See, I never made the connection until probably like high school, because I was always drawing and stuff, but then I got to high school, and that's when I heard about that's when Odd Future was coming out.
Oh yeah,
Supreme was coming out. Dude. And they were just drawing on their own clothes and shit.
What class were you?
I was 2015.
2015. Okay, I was 2018, but yeah, bro, everyone's wearing that OF.
Oh yeah, everybody had, and that's when I discovered Supreme. And honestly, Supreme's like they reign supreme, bro. Like it's literally in their name, bro. So I was seeing artwork that they were doing on their clothes, and I was like, damn, that's sick as fuck. Like way beyond shit I was making. So I'm like, damn, that's sick. So, but I had drawings that I had done. I even brought my book, but I don't really want to bring it up. But yeah, I just draw. I'll photograph like what I drew, and we'll put it on clothes basically. So what I even do to like do that is like sometimes I'll draw a shirt, then I'll just start like imagining shit on that shirt. Start like putting in rough drafting and shit, and that's just always what I did. It's pretty much how I was coming up with ideas, and how I still do. Now it's a little bit more elaborate, where I'll like, I'm working with other artists now too. Then I'll just have crazy concepts come to mind, and they'll like take months and months to like fully form out. Like I have one right now. It's like some sunflower. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it's basically like. First it started off as a drawing, but now I'm like, oh wait, no, let's make that shit a claymation. Do you know what claymation is?
Yes.
Yeah, so now we're gonna make it a claymation.
That's fire.
And that's gonna be the images instead of my drawing. So it's like now so I'm like cool. Thinking differently, and I don't make claymation. I'm gonna have a claymator do it for me, who I actually have a collab coming out with called Boris World. He's sick as fuck. He does like really dope shit. But so now I'm like doing shit like that, creative directing, and trying to think of like making moments, So like that thing I want to make, it's gonna be like a looping video where it's like, it's just like a dope moment where people can go back to and be like, that's sick as fuck, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know where they would put it. Maybe it could be a fucking NFT and people can hang it on a wall or some shit.
That would be fun. That'd be
dope actually.
Have you ever heard of Jack Stauber?
No, I haven't heard of him.
So he makes like music, but he makes these little claymation videos, and they're kind of creepy. But they're cool. You've probably seen them before.
This guy Boris, he makes like creepy shit too. It's all like death related, and like fucking people's heads are exploding.
Okay, so
but I'm like, it's dope, and it's like it's sick as fuck though.
Yeah, exactly. So that. Yeah, bro, it's gonna be pretty cool. I like the claymation style, man. The claymation doesn't get too much love out here, to be honest. I don't see it too often, but it's cool though.
It's a hard art. Like it's hard to do. You can't just like. All this stuff. That's why I like my brand, bro. And like people that I'm working with, it's like, and that's why even on the labels, it says like, you don't lose your mind all at once. It takes years. Like to go that crazy, it takes years. Yeah. You can't just jump into it and think you'd be all good as the person who's been doing it for a long time, Yeah. It's like me, if I started like rapping right now, I haven't done it. So it would be I'm not going to compare to like Phoenix and them, you know what I mean? Yeah. And everybody I'm working with is like greats. Like we had a collab with Poor Teffy. If you guys don't know who he is, I think he just changed his IG name, but it's Poor Teffy. And bro, he's like, that was my favorite artist for like years. I just found him on Instagram. Shout out Instagram Explore page. They just be showing shit. And yeah, I was like, damn, he's sick as fuck. Years later, we ended up working together, doing like a little collab. Then we got this other artist, HDA. His name's Travis Medina. He's like a sketch artist with pencil and stuff. Like this he did the Uzi's artwork that we did. Like the first picture you guys put on the
one on the hoodies.
Yeah.
With the Virgin Mary and the Uzis. Oh, and people were like, "This is disrespectful."
Yeah.
Oh wow.
People were tripping, bro.
That's cool.
But yeah,
let's get into that. Since so like, how do you take you know what I mean? Like art's art, but how do you take the criticism? You know what I mean? People saying, "Oh, this is blasphemous. This is like, you know."
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you have to be pretty strictly religious to like even care about that. You know, you have to be like pretty devout, like religious. And at that point, then it's like, I don't know, it's like that's on you.
Then it's like, yo, like your products aren't for them, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I feel like my brand has that like built in, and that's why I like it. It's like it filters people out, where people are like some people look and be like, oh, I would never wear that because it's too crazy, you know?
Because a brand's really like a lifestyle, really.
It is, and that's why, like people when you wear like, and my favorite brand is Supreme. That's why I keep bringing up Supreme, but it's like when you wear that shit, you feel like superior. You know, because you have like this, and then it is quality, like it's quality shit. So that's what I try to do with art is like make trippy shit, make dope shit, and that's the meaning behind the name Paraphernalia. Like if you Google it, go to Google Images Paraphernalia, it's like it'll bring up like drugs and shit.
Yeah. And
I'm not really like I'm not a drug user. All I do is smoke weed, mushrooms, and fucking like LSD. That's it. Maybe like Molly if I'm fucking.
No lab grown drugs.
Yeah, not doing like heroin or fucking crack or nothing like that. I'm not doing that shit. That's not what I'm pushing, but just like dope. So that's the name of the brand is Dope, basically.
Okay, that's dope.
Which there was that one brand called Dope, but that's like they're not like. I feel like I'm doing.
Who owned that? Different. There was someone that I think it was like someone owned that. I don't know. This is like 20. This is like what 2010.
Was that like Tiger or some shit, or is he just a?
Yeah, like it was like
I used to see Tiger in that, Kid Ink in that.
Yeah,
like that whole, like,
Kid Ink was dope as fuck in high school. I remember he was like my favorite rapper, bro.
What the fuck? I forgot about Kid Ink. Damn, shout out to Kid Ink.
I know, right?
Shout out to Kid Ink.
Yo, shout out to Kid Ink, come through the mad deep.
He would do the.
He would do like some. I remember he would do like some old 2011, 2012 LA music where it's like dun. Dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun.
snapbacks and tattoos, some shit like that.
Yeah,
I forgot that's how it went, but yeah,
that's pretty sick. But how did you kind of like? So when you started making your brand, where did you start getting the like the supplies and the cloths?
Literally,
the blanks,
all like local or like websites and shit, like blank websites. You know, if people would know them, like if you type in like blank wholesale t-shirt or something like that, it'll pop up some websites. I was doing that for a long time. Then I started doing a lot of cut and sew pieces. Like we were doing cut and sew, like everything was cut and sew for a minute. But then like the thing with that is like, it's so questionable what the items you're gonna need, because sometimes one thing might blow up and you're like, damn, well, that'd been nice if I would have known, because I would have made way more of that, you know?
Yeah.
So you run out of sizes, colors, all this shit. But yeah, just literally like through that, also through like Alibaba, everybody knows about that. You gotta get manufacturing over there. But yeah, you gotta find the right people. I have people in LA too that do it. Basically everything's kind of made in LA. And then you find those right people and you stick with them, because some people some people really suck at this manufacturing shit. Like they'll just waste your time.
Like they're the way that they treat you business wise, or the actual product?
Business wise, product wise. Like say like the fleece on this. Like I like this. It's a nice quality.
I do like this. That does go hard.
And it's like heavyweight. It's nice. It's like it's all 100% cotton. Like nice as fuck. Then like say if you try to get it like done like what do you call that? Like out the country or whatever. Like the quality will like, they'll be like, yeah, we got that. Yeah, we have that. And then you get the sample and you're like, this is not even close to what the fuck I was asking for. You know what I mean? Or they'll just like completely mess up patterns and like just stuff like that. So it gets annoying. That's why I like doing it out here, because you have way more control. LA has like a fashion district where it's like fabrics and all of that. So you're like touching it. You're like, oh, this is what it's going to be, you know? So that's kind of how I got into it. It was like a lot of research, honestly. A lot of like, just research, dumping money. For like the first year I did this shit, like hardcore, I was really trying. I spent like $5,000 in like investing and shit, like trying stuff and all that, and like that shit was not profitable. I made like $3,500 that year, so I lost $1,500. But that's like, I considered it educational money. Yeah. So it's like I learned, all right, cool. Then the next year, then it actually became profitable, and like then I was like, okay, I got this. You feel me?
That's the thing, bro. A lot of people are down to pay like $100,000 to a school.
Yeah.
For tuition, and then
Exactly. I paid $5,000.
Or you could just pay $5,000 by learning from your losses.
Exactly.
So that's pretty sick.
That's all I do, bro, is learn from losses. Collect a couple dubs, learn from a fuckload of losses, bro.
What do you feel like is the most important thing about running a brand that people don't ever think about?
Making like a really great product first. Like, so I forgot who said this. I know Portefi had it in his bio, but I don't know where the originator is. But it's like good dope sells itself.
Right.
So you make a really fire ass product first, like really fall in love with it. All the shit that I dropped in my recent collection, I'm like, this shit is sick as fuck. I love this. If you feel like that about your own shit, then it's not gonna take much like selling of that thing. You put it anywhere and it's blowing up. That's why everywhere I'm putting it, it's like going up right now.
Yeah.
And just this week we went up like 4K followers just because it was I think it was a good product, good collection, and it was like quality. Some people hated on it, a bunch of hate comments, like on the your guys post a bunch of hate comments, but like still got shitload of likes, all that, a bunch of followers and stuff because it was good product, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say is the key is like make something really good first that you actually like. Don't just try to make money off of it, because then people you just feel that. Like, you see it all the time. I've even been there where like I'll just drop some shit because I need money. I'm like, fuck. But I've tried to like really not do that no more and like respect my brand. That's why like this last month in September and like August, I closed the website. Like, nah, we're gonna start fresh. Removed everything off that shit. And then now this collection is coming out and it's like, it's really connecting because I think people like how it's like, it's fresh now, you know. I'm not trying to just get money and put anything up there. It's like, obviously you have to make money just for this thing to be real. But like first you have to like make something of value first, you know?
Yeah.
So
how did you something else I want to ask you is so you said Supreme's your favorite brand, right?
Yeah.
How do you have you always been like a huge Supreme fan? Because I feel like the brand was a little like watered down for a little bit because it was so hyped and so popular.
Yeah.
You feel like now
they're coming back?
You think so?
Yeah, definitely. Like they're dropping. Like, I think they're realizing. I mean, shit. They're not that they're realizing. They've been doing it for so long. But like, I was a big fan. Then yeah, at a certain point, I did stop. I kind of hopped out, and I was like, just kind of. I feel like I hopped out of fashion in general. I was just not really paying attention. But like, bro, I respect how many dope ass pieces they make. It doesn't mean everything has to be a hit, but like they do make hits every season, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the whole, like that's the whole thing. Cause like say in an album, plus like what you think is a hit, someone else might think is trash. So it doesn't really matter what people think. Like they're literally top of the game, you know? So.
Well, Supreme is just one of those brands where it doesn't matter what it is. It could literally be
not exactly, because like they're not selling out fully like they did before back in the day. Like items will stay on the website. You know what I mean?
But I mean like Supreme is that type of brand where like you could literally get like a
brick
and like a brick, literally a brick, literally a brick. Put Supreme on it and it's worth a lot of money.
That's what I'm trying to be. Sell rocks, bro.
Yeah, it's insane. Do you ever feel like the new Supreme though is like not what it used to be?
Some of them are like there's some collections I'll see I'm like, that's trash, or like I'll be like, dude, y'all should like hit me up and like let me try to do something, like if you're letting this in, you know what I mean? Definitely. But then there's like some pieces, like they did one recently, like it's like the Shell gas station, but they just like the S is like fell off or whatever, so it just says Hell, and then like they took a picture, it looks sick, and they put it all over like this windbreaker. Like I like concepts like that. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
So like yeah, a lot of it, like they drop every Thursday, so I'll hop on the site, I'll see, and like a lot of times, a lot of weeks, I'm like, this is all, I don't want none of this. You know what I mean? But that's fine. Someone might buy it, you know. And like I don't wear brands because it's hype too, so I fuck with them because like. I mean, I'm in this, so now I have even more respect for what they're doing, because I'm like, damn, they're like, just like, how do you manage all that? You know, how do you manage all the stores local, all around the world? Then you have to manage all the inventory, shipping, like, it's crazy. So I respect them on that. Then the fact that their collections are super extensive, where it's like, you know, go look at one of them. There's a bunch of stuff that they made. And it's like, I feel that because I have to make shit every collection too. So I don't know what kind of team they have, but they put out a lot of stuff. So it's like, I respect it. You feel me?
How often did you go to Fairfax, being from where you're from?
Like really never. Yeah, never. I was just watching it, seeing like Odd Future videos, like, oh shit, it's sick, you know. Then once I actually started coming out here, was like, you know, me and my friends might have visited like LA or something for a day. We might have dropped by, and like Supreme back in the day was like, it had like a presence about it. Like that's when like remember that white guy like Lucas used to work there. like the Odd Future guy. He was like on a hoodie, like
yeah.
He was like working there still, and I remember I would feel like are we allowed to go in? Like that's how Supreme used to be, which is cool. But now, yeah, you just go in, whatever. So I really never went. So I started living out here, and even when I lived out here, I never like lined up. I never lined up once for nothing. I just.
So you live out here in LA now?
Yeah, I've been living out here for like the last 4 years, but I actually just moved back to the IE. So, but
you just moved back to the IE?
Yeah, but LA is like in these 4 years, bro. I feel like it's like home now.
Where'd you stay at in LA?
In LA, I stayed in well, first I moved to Burbank, or actually it was downtown, then Burbank, then Hollywood, and then same Hollywood still, but like up the street a little bit. So I've been out here, bro.
What's been your favorite place in LA to live?
Favorite place? I liked where I was living at last. It was pretty dope. It was like right on the strip. Even though like once I moved there, because I'm like, this is sick. I'm a party here. It's gonna be dope as fuck. You know, you're by like on that main strip, like by Ballet and all that shit. I'm like, that's dope. But then once I moved there, I never went to none of that shit because I was just like, I would go to the IE. I would go to like Riverside, or like Fullerton, Orange County or something. I was partying over there. But yeah, probably right there. Just scenically, it felt really nice, inspirational. Like there's a gym I used to go to right there, 24-hour fitness. Like it's like right, you could just, everything's so close. I love that. So I was like going there. I seen David Cho there. You guys know who David Cho is?
Sounds familiar. What does he do?
He's the guy who made that painting for Facebook, where it's like they're like, hey, you want to make this painting, and we'll pay you, or you can get stock in our company. And like,
I'm not familiar. Can you break that down?
So they did that. Like, yo, do you want cash or you want stock in our company? He took stock, and then the stock ended up being worth like 100 million and shit. So, because that shit was like before early, you know what I mean? They were like a fan of him, so they had him do it, and he's like, okay, he's like working with some small company, and then it ends up being Facebook, making like fuckload of money, you know?
That's crazy. Now it's Meta.
Yeah, now it's Meta.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
But
hey, yo, shout out to Meta paying my bills.
yeah, shout out Meta, man.
So, wow, that's crazy. David Cho,
man, he's like some Asian dude. But yeah, what I mean by that is it's just inspirational being there, you know, like seeing people.
Is he the same dude that has those crazy ass cars?
Probably not. I feel like he doesn't have material shit. Like he's he's one of those dudes like he had.
I'm thinking of somebody else then.
He's like zen as fuck.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. He's zen. He'd be in the gym, you know what I mean? Shout out David Cho. I never said what's up though. I'll just see him and be like,
isn't it a trip how like millionaires and billionaires is fashion? It's always like some like just like regular degular.
Yeah, that's what was funny about him. Like I would see him and yeah, he would be like it's like in disguise regular degular. Like he looks like just like very gym clothes, but then you're like, oh wait, that's fucking opening. Oh, what's that shit called? Like opening ceremony. That's like an $80 t-shirt. And then he's like wearing some cool shorts and some like Yeezy slides. So it's like it is an expensive gym fit. It's just subtle. Like you don't even think that unless you know. But yeah, I find that funny. I like that.
How did you kind of? So when the NFT thing came out, when NFTs came out, did you try to capitalize on that in any way?
Nah, hell no. Because I don't know. To me, I was like, why would I buy a JPEG? Like,
yeah, no, I get you. But
I did get into crypto, like in the perfect time. I had a girlfriend at the time, and her brother was putting me onto Dogecoin. He's like, yeah, this thing's like at 2 cents, and I bought like 2K of it, and now what do you say, like, and now it's at 7 cents. So I'm like, oh shit, like that's a big flip, 2 to 7 cents. Then that shit went to like 20 cents. I'm like, oh fuck. Then it went to like fucking 75 cents, and I was like, damn. So I put money in there, and I was making a little bit of money and shit. Nothing like crazy, but then the biggest thing that happened was like then I started putting in Ethereum. Like,
dude, me too.
Yeah, I made like 9K in 1 month off that shit. And then the next month I lost all that shit.
Me too. Bro, literally, I think we invested at the same time.
Must have been like April or some shit.
Yeah, like, dude, it was April. It was April 2021. Yeah. Fuck. I bought 3 shares of Ethereum for like $1,200.
I think that's exactly what I did.
I know, right? And then I was like, but you know what I did? You know what my dumbass did? I believed in it so much that I staked it. You know what that means? So I can't take it out, but I'm earning interest on it. But I was not. So I saw it. I went it up. Oh, I was like, look, I made 8K. Then I can't sell. Boom,
bro. That shit was
crashing down.
It was just funny because I'm like, I remember even thinking like, bro, I might quit this fucking art shit. Like, I would be a fucking crypto flipper or some shit.
Yeah, I know, dude. Like
all those people with everybody had those monitors and shit. They're all like feeling like they're experts.
Yeah,
we weren't no experts. It was the fucking EDD, PPP, all that shit. I was blowing that shit the fuck up. People don't know how to. If you don't know how to invest or you don't know how to make a business, they see a quick money get thing, they all put their money in there. That's what I did. Shit,
I ain't getting no bread from Joe Biden. Slap me my bread, gang.
A lot of people did.
Yeah,
too many people did.
Who knows? Maybe Trump might get elected again. We'll get fucking $3,000 fucking week now.
Hopefully, bro. That'd be dope. I would make a lot more money. Shit, people would have money to spend money.
Well, a lot of people believe in universal basic income. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of it, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I also think it'd be nice if everybody's basic needs were met: food, some fucking shelter, fucking water and shit.
Just like dope. Shelter and, you know,
because like that's like a headspace you have to get out of, bro. It's like when you're poor, you're like, I'm literally hungry.
Yeah,
I can't think straight, you know. So if you had shit just covering you, which they kind of do already, like you can go and get like EDD and fucking what's the other one called? EBT. I had EBT. That shit was lit, bro. It was like $180 a month. That was when I first moved out here. My homie put me on, like, go to this little spot, bro. They'll give you that shit. I'm like, bet. And it's dope. Like, you don't got to think about like food and shit, you know.
That's fucking fire, man. Just going to somewhere, just like, why not? Might as well. Like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Where do you see your brand going within the next like couple years? Because I like this look that you have. Mm-hmm. It's because when I see brands, because you know fashion changes.
Yeah.
How do you kind of handle that as like a brand going and like shifting with the times and still being like cool, I guess?
I try not to shift with the times because it's like whatever's great is great. It doesn't matter. Like Mike Tyson's still great to this day because he's fucking great. Doesn't matter what the times is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to just make great shit and like make that shit timeless. Like all this shit that I put out from this or the previews and all that.
Yeah.
This was made like 6 months, 7, 8 months ago, but it's still hit because I try to make it timeless. So they don't even know. They just know, oh, new, you know? So where I see it going is just like having a dope catalog of dope ass shit and a dope ass like track record. And I could just bank on that where people trust that I'm going to make some dope shit and stick around and follow and watch what I'm doing. And then when the time comes that I put something out, then people are like, I need that. Boom, get in it. You know what I mean? And right now the whole theme of the brand is like paraphernalia, art and design studios. So I'm going to be working with a lot of artists. I'm going to be designing a lot of crazy shit and like really trying to, you know, Supreme has a good plan of how they do it, which is like they always bring other artists in. They always have someone else designing their shit. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. It's just like collabing with other people and then having them help me build my own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like merging audiences and shit. So basically a lot of that and try to make like, because I don't think of what I'm making as clothes. I think of this shit as like art pieces, like collectibles. You feel me? Like, because that's what I do and that's what I did. Yeah. Like before I started even making clothes, I was just a fan of clothes. I used to collect like Supreme shit, Palace shit. What else was dope back then? Like Stussy or whatever. I was just collecting. And like I have collection items in my closet right now that I don't even wear. I just have them hanging up. But I paid like hundreds of dollars for them, like $800 for this one jacket, fucking $700 for another jacket. I wear them. I do wear them, but like it's just you collect them and shit. And I feel like that's the market that I'm targeting.
I'm the same way. I got like food, like a gang of hoodies, food like
exactly, bro.
The old school Billionaire Boys Club, the Babe. Like I got like a fucking just grails just been sitting there. I throw one on every once in a while. But then mostly just sit like collectibles, like you say, food.
That word you just said right there, grails. That's what I'm trying to make grails.
Yeah, the grails, huh?
That's like you just hold them, bro. Like
what's a grail?
A grail is like an item that, like the Holy Grail. That's like that. Oh, like you got the item and it's like glowing in your hands type shit. Yes. You know what I mean? So like when people get it and they open the box or they open the package, it's like oh fucking, they're just like tripped out of it. Because I've got that feeling from other shit like that I've bought, and so that's all I try to do is to make that like people be like, damn, this is sick.
Tell me about like you had somebody wear your brand recently with Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, Jake Paul wore it. That was trippy as fuck.
So how did that happen? Like what happened,
bro? I don't know how it happened. That's what's crazy. But so I remember the way it happened for me was I was just out. I was camping with my family in San Diego and shit, and we were at dinner, we're eating, and I'm telling them like, oh yeah, there's a fight tomorrow. This Jake Paul guy, Nate Diaz, they're gonna fight. They're like, oh, it's cool. You want to watch it? I'm like, yeah, we'll probably watch it at the site or whatever. Cool, whatever. We finish dinner, we go home. We're like camping in some trailer. I go to the trailer, I hop on Twitter, and then I'm like just scrolling, and I see like Logan Paul, Jake Paul posts a thing, announcing the fight tomorrow. I'm like, oh cool. And then the comment on the Twitter thing, it was like, they're saying something like, what is Jake Paul's tattoos even or something like that? And I was like, I don't know. So I zoomed in. I'm like, what does he have tattooed? I'm looking at it. I'm like, it looks, I don't know, they look cool, whatever. And I zoom out. As I'm zooming out, I realize, like, what the fuck? He's wearing my shorts. So I'm like, damn. Really? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit. And I'm looking at him like, yeah. And I zoom in, I see the zipper pull. It says like paraphernalia on it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's pretty wild. So you just found him wearing them.
I just found him wearing them just like that. That's literally how my eyes like, what the fuck? Then I'm like, oh shit. And I go to my sister. I'm like, look, Jake Paul's wearing this. And they just posted this on IG. It had like millions of likes and shit. I'm like, oh fuck. And then I'm showing her like, what the fuck? She's like, nah. She's like, that's not yours. I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm like, yes, it is. I'm like showing her. She's like in disbelief. Then I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, hold on, let me go to his profile. I go to his profile and I click on it, and bro, he's at the Face Off like wearing it and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And that tripped me out because like, as like say for him,
he was at the Face Off with Nate Diaz wearing
the shorts.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember that shit right now. I just remember what it looked like.
And that shit just tripped me out because then I was like, what? This is even crazier. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So and it tripped me out more because like as a businessman, if you're smart, you're gonna wear your own shit because that's how you're gonna make money on your own thing, right?
Yeah.
Why like Celsius paid him like $1 million, $2 million, something like that, to like have a Celsius jacket and wear Celsius everywhere. You feel me?
Yeah.
They paid him money to do that, and I got that shit for free. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, that's where I was like, damn, this shit really, it must be connecting with people in some way that like is powerful because I don't know, it's trippy. You usually have to pay people for that, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. That's cool to see like your art being used by someone like influential and cool. Like that's
because if you think about it, he's like, yeah, this resonates with this moment right now. Like, and the artwork's dope. Also done by Travis Medina, HDA, HD_artist_SM. He's dope as fuck. He did that, and it's like I feel like it fit the moment. It fit like the whole theme of what he was doing. That's why he wore it. And then he made a music video in it, like another. And then he was just wearing it everywhere for a while. I was like, damn, this motherfucker really liked it.
That's pretty lit. What? How long ago was that? How long was the Nate Diaz?
August like 1st, I think it was. Or like
last year, right? Or this?
No,
year?
this year.
Oh, this year. Okay,
literally like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That was
so. Yeah, it's pretty sick. So before we started this, you were telling a story of you on a lime.
Oh yeah,
we can kind of get into.
Oh, we were talking about the word Spencer, and I was like saying, what does Spencer even mean? They're like, oh, it means like sorry. And we're talking about like if you run over your dog, like, hey, I ran over your dog, bro. Like Spencer, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
But then and then he was saying he never ran over a dog or nothing. I was like, I did. And I ran over a dog on a fucking Lime scooter once.
What happened there? Like what?
Yeah, I was like mobbing it from downtown LA all the way to Melrose. So if you know that journey, like that's a long journey. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it, bro. But that was when hacking limes was a thing. Remember that? I don't know. Did you guys know about that?
I've never heard of that. What?
Okay, so hacking limes was like you get like a debit card or like one of those ones you buy like Food Flesh or some shit or like fucking wherever the fuck, or there was a Food Flesh there, and you buy it, put like $10 on it, and then you hack a lime where you basically pay for it, and then you can't, or they can't charge it no more than $10. So I was just fucking leaving it running. I'm activating my friends and shit, and then we're just mobbing it, bro, for free, you know, getting around. So it's cheap as fuck.
That's so smart.
Yeah. There's like a hack to it that they just didn't notice, and everybody was doing it.
They patched that shit.
I'm sure now. Yeah, now they patched it. Now you roll around on it, and then that should be like, just start beeping.
That
is
so funny, bro.
But yeah, I was riding. I'm going and shit. I'm like, going through this little, and I shouldn't have been on the sidewalk. They say don't ride on the sidewalk. I know that, my bad. But I'm on the sidewalk, fucking gassing and shit.
You're not supposed to be on the sidewalk?
Nah, you're not supposed to be on the sidewalk with those. Even though I feel like you should, because like being on the street with that is a little weird.
You're supposed to be on the street with those?
Exactly. Bro. Like that's weird.
What?
Cars like flying by. You're like, what the fuck?
I thought you're supposed to be on the sidewalk.
Well, you are supposed to be on the sidewalk with it.
Oh, you are supposed.
Yeah, they want you on the sidewalk. I'm sorry. They want you on the street with it. My bad. They don't want you on the sidewalk with it.
Crazy.
But anyways, I'm driving through in these little tight LA streets and shit, and like, I'm about to cut through this restaurant, and this stupid ass dog like decides to attack me, but I'm rolling and shit. He jumps. I just go straight over his body like. And I'm like, oh shit. But
wow.
He didn't die or nothing. He was just like, he fucking rolled and all that. And then I just kept going. I looked back. I'm like, he good? All right, cool. I took off. And I think the owners were kind of like, oh, shit, my bad. Like,
so the dog was trying to, like, attack you?
I guess so, man. But shit,
that's crazy.
Bro got stomped on.
Damn.
Bro got done with, bro.
Yo, if you ride skateboards or, like, scooters and shit, and you come by dog, a lot of dogs will just come at you. They think like, the skateboard's like a fucking...
magic or something.
Like
it's an animal or
like
some
an
shit.
op or some shit. They be running after you trying to buy at the board, and they begin ran over and shit.
For real, they think it's an op.
Fool, I used to hate a skateboarding through a hood, and then random dogs pop out of nowhere and start chasing you. Like, what the fuck?
Shit, would you ever truck slap a dog? If you had to?
Nah, if I would just dip, I just gotta get out of there.
You can't outrun a dog in a board.
I couldn't hurt an animal, fool. That's fucked up.
Bro, it's a pit bull.
I wouldn't hurt a dog. I'm talking about like a pit bull or some shit.
Well, if it's a pit bull, I'm dead.
I'm not talking about a little tiny dog.
No, a pit bull is gonna be just fine if you smack it in the face with the fucking.
No, you piss it off and it's gonna eat you, fool. It's gonna like lockjaw on your ass, fool.
As long as you hit it before it hits you, before it comes at you.
Nah, those are like land sharks, dog.
Y'all ever thought of that?
You don't
like, who would win?
those.
You guys are a dog?
No, definitely.
A good sized dog? You ever thought about that?
I heard like, nah, it's not even like, cause you know how they say, oh, if you want to get a pit bull off, you gotta fucking like stick your thumb up its butt.
What the hell?
And then I was in, bro, I've never heard that.
I was in the comments. I was in the comments on some video, and then someone was like, nah, it's cap. I tried that once and it didn't even work.
What?
So someone in the comment section was like, nah, I tried that. It's cap, doesn't work. I stuck my finger in his butt and it was still fucking me and it stopped. It just got angry.
Wait, what?
It was on like Reddit or something. I was watching some video about like a dog attack, and then people were in the comments arguing about, you know, fucking dogs and shit, about fucking pit bulls and how to get them off of you. What's the best way? You know how when you're a fucking bear, you act bigger and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
maybe the secret was 2 fingers in the butt, bro. Maybe that would have got him off.
Fucking fist that shit.
Yeah, full fist.
I heard a monkey would rip your nuts off for real.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't fuck with monkeys, bro. You don't fuck with monkeys because monkeys will actually rip your face off. They're actually stronger than you.
And then they'll they're fucking shit at you after.
Oh, yeah,
God. To be honest.
Like on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4.
I remember before I was deciding to move to LA, I was like, I'm either going to LA or I'm gonna move to Bali.
Bali?
You guys ever heard of Bali?
Yeah, Indonesia.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of monkeys there, and I would see people like interacting with them. I'm like, that shit looks sketchy as fuck.
It's
bro.
dangerous, yeah.
Like I would be getting away from them.
Get robbed by a monkey.
Yeah, get robbed by a monkey, bro.
They'll
pull up and slap you and take your shit.
Dude, because they just come in like out of the trees and shit.
That's scary, fool. I don't want to be just kicking it somewhere, trying to my business, eat like a fucking like hamburger, and out of nowhere a monkey just assaulting me and takes my shit.
And imagine being high while that's happening.
Oh no.
Oh nah, my fucking high is dead after that, fool.
Bro.
I'm gonna get me the fuck out of here.
Squaring up with a monkey, you're dead, low key.
Kangaroos.
Hey,
kangaroos are scary, fool.
See that video of the guy?
The kangaroo teeing off, like he's like,
yeah,
that shit
kangaroos are scary, dog.
He was banging on the dog, and the owner came in like, "What's up?"
Kangaroos look like they'll break into your house.
No, yeah, they probably would.
Tall ass fools.
We live in Australia.
What's up? And they got a pouch.
Where else would you live in the world if it wasn't for Bali or LA?
See, yeah, that's what my whole concept is of life now. It's like, how do you separate yourself from location and like area? Because like I lived in LA because like that's where it's happening. You feel me? You gotta go out there. There's a bunch of manufacturing shit out here, a bunch of shit like that makes sense. So I'm trying to separate myself from like where you can just be anywhere.
Having to be here,
be anywhere. So honestly, like if I had to pick, it would be like probably like Miami, just to experience it. It seems like really baller and dope out there.
Miami is definitely the flex capital of the United States.
Yeah, it's like flex shit. Because just the scenery is just so nice that you could just you could flex every day by just being like.
Like over there in downtown, like you could probably walk with your chain out.
In Miami?
Like in Miami, yeah.
Shit.
A little bit more than here in like New York and all that shit. Because here you'll get.
They have more money there, right? Like more.
It's just all the biggest flexers move to Miami. That's like the place to be if you like to flex.
And then the other place would be like Austin, Texas, because I like comedy. And I don't know if you know what's going on over there.
Is that why Joe Rogan moved to Austin?
Yeah, well, he moved over there for other, like, just because he didn't like the whole COVID shit that was happening, the lockdown, whatever. So he moved out there. But now he's making like the hub of comedy there. Wow. It's called the Comedy Mothership. But I like comedy. They always have comics there. And
so Austin's like the little hub now for that?
Basically, yeah. All the biggest comedians are like there all the time, basically.
But then there's also like the comedy LA podcast scene too.
Yeah, there is that. I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have any other hobby other than like doing this shit, it's listening to just
stand-up
podcasts. Yeah.
Who's your favorite stand-up?
Shane Gillis or I like Shane Gillis a lot. He's funny as fuck, bro. You know who he is?
Yeah, I've heard of Shane Gillis. It sounds familiar. I feel like I need to see his face for me to.
He just looks like the whitest guy ever.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I like Bobby Lee. I think he's funny.
Bobby Lee's cool. I've never heard his stand up though, and he doesn't have a special, right, or something like that.
Does he not?
I heard not.
I just think he's funny on his podcast. Like he's funny as fuck on the podcast.
Yeah, I watched Tiger Belly. I've watched that. I had to step out of podcasts in general though, because like, bruh, like if you're in the podcast gambit. You're like, bro, there's a new show uploaded like every hour, every week.
Absolutely.
And I was losing my brain keeping up with all the lore of all this podcast shit.
See, the thing about podcasts that I've kind of noticed is that people will watch, if they find one that they like, and they like the people on it, like they'll just keep up with it
forever.
They'll keep up with it. Like I've been listening to No Jumper like consistently every week for like the last 4 years.
Bro, they took over my brain for like I was like, damn. I'll be like telling my girlfriend like, so this happened and this happened, and she's like, you know too much about these people. I'm like, shit. Yeah, you're right. Like my bad. I'm like laughing at the TV screen like I know him and shit.
It's just funny.
Yeah, it's super cool though. But.
And then now like algorithms kind of dictate everything that you watch and everything that you do.
They give you what you want, and then it's like you forget you could even look at other things. Yeah, because they're just giving you like, you know, you're gonna click this.
Yeah,
you know? But that's why I feel weird about like, because I personally wanted to do a podcast too at a point. If you guys ever heard of Lowheads, you guys ever heard of Lowheads?
No, it's Lowheads.
Shout out Lowheads, by the way.
Shout out to them.
You guys gotta check them out. Really big account too. You guys should even work with them one day on an event or a podcast or something. But it's a platform where they host like a bunch of designers on it, like myself and a bunch of other ones. And me and him, the guy who owns his name's Jeffrey. We wanted to do a podcast similar to this too, but bring on like designers and artists that are in that world, and then interview them and stuff too. But I was like, damn, how do you like? Because I had just been like losing my mind just watching all this shit. I'm like, I want to put something out that like they walk away with like, damn, that's dope. So I was thinking of calling it like interviews. So then it's like bringing on people who I think could teach people. Shit. So
interviews.
That's dope. You know what I mean? So then it's like the inner workings of like, how'd you get here type shit. So we noticed you're popping off, whatever the fuck. Like, how'd you get right there? And they give you the game on it and shit. Kind of like how I should be doing right now. But
right. And then what stopped you from doing that?
Just doing my own brand and stuff. Like it's a full-time thing, you know? But we still could do it, and I want to do it. Cause I like community. I want to put it like this, like with my brand stuff, I never speak basically. It's always just art, and I let the art talk for itself. That's like the whole thing. Let it speak for itself. If I got to convince you of it, then I'm doing too much. You feel me?
Would you wear your stuff on your show?
Yeah,
like all the time.
I'll wear other people's stuff too, but I would wear like my shit a lot. I would definitely wear other people's stuff. I'm not opposed to it for sure. Like I'm fans of stuff. Like I like Hellstar's going crazy right now.
I've heard that name a lot.
Oh yeah, they're popping off. They're
I heard they're going absolutely bananas.
Yeah, it's super respectable. Like it's crazy, bro.
Damn,
it's insane. I think they might be bigger than like Supreme and shit, honestly.
Really?
At this point, yeah.
Who'll be wearing their shit?
Literally everybody. If you know, everybody has it on them, and I think that's their whole like how they do it is they just put it on everybody.
Didn't Drake wear something?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Like I mean, shit. I know like Jeezy, Phoenix. Everybody wears it, bro. Like it's fucking huge.
What's your favorite rapper? Or not rapper? Like I guess just music owned kind of like streetwear brand, like Spider, because that's like Young Thug shit.
That's a good question. Favorite music owned one?
Yeah.
That Spider shit does go hard. I like that punk hoodie, the pink one.
Yeah, it goes.
I just love that set. See, I like that.
Or like OF, like the Odd Future shit. Like
I'm trying to think what really goes hard.
Remember when ASAP? Do you remember back in the day when you could buy like a Dreamville hoodie or like a TDE hoodie
for like cheap?
Like
now they're making all designer and shit.
Yeah, that was a good era. That was like good rap merch.
Yeah, dude, that's they are doing that now. Like Drake has like that Nocta shit. He has his own shit.
I like it.
It's more like elevated because if you're a fan of him, like why wouldn't you want some dope shit that he made?
Is that his
not
brand?
Like overly? I think it's like his like side brand with Nike or some shit. Like they probably are like, here, we'll make it under you. You know, like
it looks cool.
It looks dope. It's sick. It's not just like basic merch. You know.
Yeah.
Like that gets boring. You know. So if I were them, I'll bring on dope ass designers and artists like myself or whoever, and then have us just like go crazy with merch. Cause if I had like, like literally if some dope ass rapper was like, yo, I want you to design, at least like make a tour merch, whatever thing for me, like when I go on tour, like that'd be sick. And I think it would connect harder cause it's like, it's not just some basic shit that like they had the graphic design homie make, you feel me? Yeah. It's like some artist did it and then they're like, damn, that's crazy, you know? I feel like that should be the
Thoughts on Yeezy. Yeezy brand, yeah.
Oh, I never wore it. I've never had the shoes. I've never, but I've liked pieces, like clothes that they've made. But yeah, it's like way out my budget. Like shit that's like $3,000 for a jacket. I'm like,
do you think it's because there's like a sense of, there's almost like a sense of, you can almost get a sense of, what's the word? Pretentiousness from a brand.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Oh, I hate Balenciaga, just to say. Like, I hate that shit. It's so corny. The Dior shit, I don't fuck with none of that shit. Even like Gucci and all that. When's that era gonna die? Like,
I think Gucci got completely like so uncool.
Yeah, it's just corny. To me, it's like, bro, it's always the person who don't know how to dress that got like the crazy Versace suit on with like some runners.
That's
fucking shit. It's like, yeah, you don't got swag, you're buying swag, and it's badly spent. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like essentials.
Yeah, they're cool. I just like I like how they get the idea of like, we're just gonna sell you basic clothes. That's like nice.
I kind of think it's like, I think it looks cool, but I feel like if you wear an essential shirt, it's kind of like if you wear like a Gucci shirt, it's like, okay, like you're kind of just like getting this
swag. You bought the swag.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to ask you, would you ever get into making shoes?
Yeah, I made these shoes. I think I made like 3 pairs of shoes in my life, but I want to make like the high rollers. Like that's dope as fuck.
These are cool. These like,
and they went crazy with that. See the bottoms? You see the bottom? Yeah, they did like a custom molds on the bottoms.
Yeah, these are dope, bro. I got the shirt and the shoe.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck. And I have concepts of shoes. I have one on my phone actually. Maybe I'll text it to you guys, put it up or something.
Yeah, we can put it on the screen.
But yeah, I have like concepts of shoes as well. The only thing is like shoes are so hard to make because like that mold for the bottom of the sole, you have to make like thousands of them. Yeah. So it's like I'm at a point right now where I'm like, I don't know if I could sell 10,000 shoes in like, you know what I mean? So I have to just slow it down. Like these ones are easy to make because it's like you get like a standard sole and then you could design the pattern of it that's on top.
Because I mean,
like, customs
with these, you have to make like 2 of them for every pair.
At least.
Yeah, you have to make like for shoes.
You have to make fucking like that one. I'm pretty sure they have thousands of them. I bet. I wouldn't doubt.
These, yeah, probably. Well, I don't know, bro. I really appreciate. I really appreciate you for coming through. I don't know if you have anything that you wanna, anything else you wanna let. Know about.
Oh yeah, shout out Wookus. That shit I was telling you about. Okay. Shout out Wookus. Wookus is like Lucas for Wooks, which is like a stands for psychonauts, all that shit. It's like infused with the goodness of psilocybin, you feel me?
Oh, like, okay, got you. I was trying to figure out what you were saying.
Wookus. And a Wook is like someone who is like a stoner, basically. People who go to like Grateful Dead concerts and they're like dreadhead hippie and all that shit. Yeah. But it's a dope product. Shout out that. Shout out Pleighboii Farms. Shout out Paraphernalia. And yeah, man, tap in, follow the page, Paraphernalia97. Oh yeah, I'll show you the Wookus, bro.
Oh yeah. Boom.
Yeah, got the Lucas in here. It's like, it literally looks like Lucas candy, which I don't know. We might have to like filter out of YouTube a little bit. I don't know how that works, but like, yeah, it's pretty dope. I use it for microdosing because I like I said, I don't do a lot of drugs, but I'll do like mushrooms and like weed. Pretty much, that's it.
So what's in there?
It's basically like, I'm not sure exactly how he made it, but it's definitely like mushrooms, like psilocybin.
Psilocybin, Lucas?
Basically. Yeah. It's true.
Oh my God.
So, you know, it's cool. It's like for like, I can see like ravers and shit wearing this where it's like,
that is so crazy. That's
like you dip it.
Lucas?
But it's not actually Lucas. It's his own formula, like shit he made.
But it's
and
like,
then, it has like its own packaging on it and all that.
That's dope, actually fucking cool.
Yeah, but I don't know how and like you were telling me how you want to sell the weed pens. I'm like, fuck, how do you sell shit though? Like it's not legal.
I know, right?
It's a dope product. Check them out. Follow them on IG too.
Nothing is being sold.
Nothing's being sold at all. We don't sell none of this shit. But it's a cool product that I use to just trip out and get inspiration. And if I did have to say anything else, I guess like I've done shrooms and that shit brought me back a couple times. So like when I'm in a dark place and your mental's all fucked up, and I'll do like an 1/8 or some shit, and I'll be right back, bro. And that's what's cool about mushrooms is you don't gotta do it all the time. I do it like once every 6 months, and then that's it. And then I feel like it connects me with some shit like higher power, and I have a direction after that, and I just go. And shout out Paraphernalia. Shit's dope. Thank y'all for having me. It's crazy what you guys are doing, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
I see that shit. Like you guys started and immediately started getting crazy guests on, bro. I remember you guys hit me up in August to do it, but I was like, I don't know if I feel like I'm ready yet. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, they got fucking Jenny 69 on this shit.
Yeah,
they got Phoenix on this shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, they got like you just getting crazier. So shout out y'all, man. Hopefully this interview goes up too.
Thank you. I really appreciate you, bro. Paraphernalia, going crazy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the Mad Deep Show.
Mad Deep.
Appreciate
Kenny Malice, Paraphernalia. It's your boy. You already know. Thank you for coming through. Like and subscribe and all that good shit. And we're going to be coming back at you.
Yes, sir.